Hello, welcome Magic lovers. So once again, I have this Queen Marchesa deck. I'm going to play it in a league. Well, kind of. Um, what I have forthcoming is parts from two different leagues. And in order to not spoil the results, I can't really explain why I'm playing parts from two different leagues. And it's probably not quite the reason you think. But let's just say that so I'm not going to have the record text at the beginning of every match because it's kind of irrelevant, and then at the very end, in the final thoughts, I will explain exactly why I chose these two different parts of two different leagues. I hope that's okay with everybody. All right, I got match one. I am on the play. Playing against Narset. I have two lands. Collective does, or Council's Judgment. I don't know if I can keep a two-lander. Let's mulligan. This is great. This is a good hand. I don't think I want another land. I'm going to Shambling Vent and go. I don't know if I want a Wasteland just yet. I'd kind of like to just get the turn 3 Queen Marchesa out. Alright, I'm getting Wasteland. Should be fine. Yep, doing just fine. Got all the colors I need. Can still turn 4 Marchesa. Alright, now they know that I have the Mox Diamond. Alright, no real reason to crack this yet. Play another land. Actually, should I Demonic Tutor for Cavern? No. If they want to counter Queen Marchesa, that's going to be alright. Yeah, they want the mana. That makes sense. Alright. It's a pretty small variable, but I will filter 2 lands out of my deck. It lets me get the tapped versions. We want Blood Crypt. No. Godless Shrine? No. That's pretty darn good. We can wait on that though. It's Scrubland, yeah. Play these lands a lot, and for some reason I forget their names from time to time. Oh, Sinkhole's great too. So the Hymn to Torek Sinkhole turn next turn is going to be pretty good, I think. They're avoiding Coalition relic. Alright. They're avoiding non-basics like the plague. Alright, well that doesn't do anything. So let's him to Torok them. Snapcaster, Misty. And let's get rid of their red land. Yeah, Spell Pierce. Alright, well at least they're not using the Coalition relic. If I draw a land, I can... not that land. But I can get Fiery Confluence, destroy an artifact, and kill Narset. Tamiyo. I can get a Johnny Vengeant and like just face Tamiyo. I have 4 mana. I think I really want this Fiery Confluence. 2 damage to each opponent. Oh, it doesn't hit Planeswalkers anymore. I'm going to take a chance on this Tamiyo. I want to destroy their artifacts. Like, I want, like, a utility card. I want something that does more than one thing. And I only have 4 extra mana. So it's not a lot to work with. I'm going to take the Fiery Confluence. I'm going to go with my gut. Come on, why are you being so slow, Magic? Destroy target artifact, 2 damage to each opponent. Boom. Boom. Alright. I am going to need a way to deal with this Tamiyo, though. Dak Faden? Jeez. Alright. Lingering Souls. That does something. Okay. That actually pressures their Planeswalkers quite a bit. Crackling Doom also kills Narset. as an instant, which can be important. Commander Sphere. Alright, they found their mana again. All these removal spells are not great. I gotta keep up the Crackling Doom. Duress, okay. It's pretty good. Flusterstorm and Dispel. That they've discarded. Both deal with this Crackling Doom. Alright, they're not going for it. Let's duress him. Physics Mastery and Cyclonic Rift. Exile target card. And that's pretty good. There's nothing right now, but that could be a big problem versus 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I can't get Cyclonic Rift right now. Do I just want the Brainstorm? Oh, it's a Flusterstorm. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. Oh, I'm going to bounce a Tamiyo even though I just attacked it. They can't replay it and replay the Narset? Maybe I probably should have done the other Lingering Souls. Although I still keep kind of a bluff up here. They don't know what I could have. Lightning Helix. Alright, there's Tamiyo. Tapping down my commander. Flooded Strand. I think I want Dak Faden more. card selection that they're getting from that. It's too good. Destroy that. Chromox the Murderous Cut and play the Lingering Souls. Murderous Cut wasn't doing anything anyways. Alright, Phyrexian Arena is great. Alright. Whoa. Did that not work properly? It said draw a card for each tap. Did they select themselves? What happened there? They must have selected themselves. Because I think that does work properly unless it's bugged. I think I was still in a pretty good position. But them drawing 4 cards definitely would have helped. Alright, I got match 2. I am on the play. I believe this is the same opponent. It is. I have 3 removal spells, a Damnation, and a Lightning Bolt, and only 2 lands. I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Go ahead and keep this, and I don't want another land. We'll go ahead and Command Tower go. I might just shoot for Queen Marchesa Armageddon, but they do play a lot of mana rocks, so I might just end up Chrome Moxing off the Armageddon if they get off to an early mana rock start. Alright, Island, Chrome Mox. Yeah, it's going to be an early mana rock start. Is it Charm? Azorius Signet. Alright, this is not a good start for me. Drawing another land is not at all what I wanted. So I guess there's nothing in our deck that really gains from fetching as a utility, like a Brainstorm or that kind of thing. So although the effect is small, I do want to... They're going to counter my commander, aren't they? It's going to be bad. It's my only card. Except for Armageddon, which I am not playing Armageddon. Let's go Blood Crypt. Another land. Alright, well I gotta go for it. No Guts, no Glory. This hand is turned out to be awful. Alright. Some card draw might help it quite a bit. We might find an answer to this upcoming Narset. Cut to Ribbons is not it. They miss a land drop? Oh, that's fantastic. That buys us an extra turn, too. Wrath of God is it. Okay, Wrath of God answers Narset. So let's just get in. Get another draw. Kaya's pretty good, especially if they're continuing to miss land drops. They might just have Negate. This is a Mana Rock. Chromatic Lantern. Okay. Yeah, let's attack first. You got a negate? Nope. Alright. Each opponent discards a card and I draw a card. I love this ability on Kaya. Dark Confidant. Okay. Maybe I should have played that. I probably should have played that. I don't know why I didn't think to play that. Oh, because I'm going to Wrath. That's why. Alright. Don't have Force of Will. Alright, well let's... Each opponent draws a card and you discard a card. Dire Freak Daredevil. Yeah, I can technically Dire Freak Daredevil. Pick Dispel. Wrath of God. And that beats... You know what? It's safer. It loses me value, but... Or I can just hit their Supreme Verdict, can't I? Yeah, let's hit their own Supreme Verdict. That works just as well. What are you doing? There we go. Come on. What is going on here? Okay. And then we'll say cancel. Badlands. Dark Confidant. Alright, and then we still have the Wrath of God. I didn't even notice the Supreme Verdict, but that seemed pretty good there. And then we only have to worry about... You got a Planeswalker here? Take an extra turn. Alright, so they're using that as an explorer so that they can get up to... Okay. So it has haste. Snapcaster. Oh, shoot. That sucks. That sucks quite a bit. Let's hope they can't churn together extra turn spells. I don't have an answer to that right now. Nothing I can do. So their flip could be bad. So here's hoping. They tend to pack a number of counter spells, so those can make their flips pretty bad. Alright. Flame Slash, Lightning Bolt, Remand, Boros Signet. Alright, well they can kill the Dark Confidant right now. Like that. And then Kaya's dead. And they take the Monarchy from me? That sucks. Because they're only at one card. What's that for? Remand? Oh, to draw a card. Okay. And it goes to their hand? Oh, that's disgusting. And they have enough mana to recast Narset. So I need an answer. I need one fast. Anguish Unmaking doesn't do it. Because I can't get rid of this Hall. I don't have an answer to that thing. Is... Yeah, I might as well get the 3 damage in. They're just going to take it right back. Maybe that wasn't even the right play. I got them down to 14 life. And then they lose 3 from the Hall. It's all of their mana, except for 1, I think. Maybe 2. I didn't play an Urborg. What do they tap? How are they tapping all of these? Oh, they have Chromatic Lantern. Okay. Oh, is that a capture? Ugh. That's disgusting. So 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. Saw that coming. I'm not quite to ribbonsing them. And they can just continue to do this. This Hall of the Bandit Lord. Oh, jeez. They got another one. Yep. Okay. I don't really care about that. Anguish Unmaking doesn't really do anything, for example. Karn, I do care about that. With an extra turn, am I just dead? Exile the Chrome Mox, that's fine. I don't think they want to restart the game. Okay, I picked apart their hand. And, they still got the Temporal Mastery into the Hall of the Bandit Lord and the Narset. And I just haven't drawn any answers to it. Spell Pierce Days, a Braid. Alright, a Braid sucks. Yep, saw that coming. Swords of Plowshare isn't doing anything. They got more spells. Commander Sphere. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still sitting through this. Is this an extra turn spell? Yeah, alright. Alright, I got match 1. I am on the draw. I'm playing against Leovold. I'm going to keep this. I have a Lightning Bolt, I have a Nevermore, and I have a Stoneforge Mystic, which are all pretty good. Mana Vault. Oof. Alright. We'll get Scrubland and Plateau, probably. Inquisition's good. Do I Inquisition? Yeah, let's Inquisition. Probably not going to be good later. Toxic Deluge, Abrupt Decay, Pithing Needle. I don't really care about Pithing Needle. I should have probably played a way to play Lightning Bolt. That was a mistake. So they can Leovold. I'll bolt it. And then I don't have a way to Nevermore it, which sucks. I played my lands wrong. Leovold is such a good commander. Like, you basically have to kill him every time. And that's hard. And then, because, like, otherwise, they play ways to just make you discard your hand. If you let him stick around, and there's a number of commanders that are just bad against Leovold. Alright, Pithing Needle. Not overly concerned. Strange that they choose their mana like that. I keep getting these discard spells that stop me from casting the spell I want to cast. I'm still going to do it. It's just pretty clear they have a counterspell. Yeah, it was pretty clear. Oops. I missed that. I don't have a way to kill it this time. So I guess we'll play a Batter Skull. I have Chandra, but I might just lose my hand here, and that would not be great. I don't know, I've seen most of their hand. Let's attack. Alright, Blighted Flint targets them, but they can't counter it. If they replay, they'll be using most of their mana. Alright, they just replay in Leovold. Toxic Deluge for 4. Alright. Not the worst thing ever. I can pick the Batter Skull back up, unless they kill it. They could have a counter spell. Dark Ritual. They're really doing all that for Leovold? Alright. If only I had the answer in my hand. Well, that's another one. I think I'd rather play the Chandra, though. This doesn't play around days. You know what? I'm gonna try it anyways. Now it's gonna be super hard for them to cast Leovold. Hopefully super hard for them to deal with Chandra. Alright, they're just repaying for that. Alright. It's a lot of damage. They're at 18 already. Alright, now it's time to play the Nevermore. Leovold. Alright. And then I'll just play Shambling Vent. I don't need to play the Dark Confidant right now. I can pick up the Batter Skull. Alright, they're just passing the turn and they're packing it in. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty strict advantage. Alright, I got another match. Match 2. I'm on the play. I am playing against the same opponent. Still playing Leovold. This hand doesn't have a black land, but it does have Tithe to get a black land. Alright. Don't need it. Well... Alright. A little worried about a discard spell. Chances are kind of slim, but it could happen. And that would be very unfortunate. Mox Diamond. Jace. Alright. Well, I think I'm still gonna tithe here. I think waiting for an opportunity, and draw. Hmm. I don't know. I do want to deal with the Jace, but I want to Fatal Push Leovold. So let's play Bitter Blossom. And the tokens can kind of deal with Jace by attacking it once it flips. Which hopefully will be a couple turns still. But it's hard to say. Alright, it looks like they're going the counterspell route. They're not playing their commander. Mox Diamond. Alright. Well, I could play my commander. I mean, they clearly have a counterspell. I'm going for it. Oof. Mana Drain is the worst possible. Why in the world did they unban that card? Like, of all the cards, Mana Drain is disgusting. Alright, there's Leovold. Anvil. Oh, that targets them? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I gotta do it. Otherwise I lose cards. That sucks a lot. I might have let them get draw a counterspell too. The mana. That sucks. Now they get another card. I don't know. Maybe I should have just discarded a card. But I would have lost the ability to do anything anyways. So that was probably right. Even if it was super unpleasant. And then they just get a Leovold again? Ugh. All right. Oh, this sucks. I can't do anything. Like, I'm totally... My hand is gone. I never get... I mean, I can get an instant speed removal spell. I'll send with a -1 guy to send a message. This is what happens if you don't deal with Leovold for like a turn. He's so good. Chances are they draw a counter as soon as I draw an instant speed removal spell, though. Or any time before that. And my commander doesn't get me out of it. Jeez. Alright, I think this is probably done. Yeah, I think it's just that I only drew one removal spell. Demonic Tutor? Yeah, I don't want to sit through this. This game is very, very over. Alright, I got a match. I am on the draw. I can't keep this one lander. Playing against Brea. Alright, well, I gotta keep this. Hymn to Torok's pretty good. Hopefully they don't have a turn 2 mana rock, but they usually do. Alright, no turn 2 mana rock. That's pretty good for me. I can hopefully eat a counterspell here. Alright, they got a 4 spike. Nope. Alright, well this is a little bit unfortunate, but I gotta go for the Nevermore anyways, I think. Just like the turn before they get to Brea. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Seems unlikely though. Really? Alright. Card is so good. Especially in Commander. Like when there's a... Like almost all of the top tier commanders are super problematic for most decks. Destroy all lands. Alright. It's an interesting strategy. They're down to 2 cards, so I'm winning the card advantage war right now. I need a white or a black land. Wasteland wasn't doing anything for me. Alright. Alright. So we're playing Who Tops Deck Land first. I'm a little bit ahead. Oh, that's pretty good. So let's start out with the Bitter Blossom. Okay. So the first two games were from one league that I played on a Tuesday night. And because I did not want to get matched again against the same player, I decided to wait until the following day. Well, the following day was the end of the league, so I basically I got nothing. I might have gotten 10 play points for getting one win in that league, but I didn't realize that, I mean, usually it's like a couple weeks before. I've never had that happen to me before where I got booted out at the end of the league because I wasn't paying attention. So I just didn't want to get paired against the same commander. I just don't, I mean, I think in general, it's a pretty good matchup. It's been pretty good in the past. It's a struggle. It's a grinding matchup. Obviously they can win. We do have ways of dealing with the Hall of the Bandit Lord, and I didn't draw any. And also, I got rid of Diabolic Edict, and I was thinking that was for Brawl, but maybe I should keep that in as well against Narset, because you really want instant speed ways. Most of the ways that I have to get rid of Narset are sorcery speed. And so an extra instant speed one might help a little bit. And Edict's probably fine. I don't know what you'd cut exactly for it, but and I think Narset has gotten a little bit better because of the Soul Ring and the Mana Crypt and whatnot. I think it makes her a little bit faster, so it's probably a little bit harder to beat her these days. But, I think it's a fine matchup. It's not entirely fun to play the same matchup 5 times, which is likely. I might have gotten 1 or 2 other normal games, but I almost certainly would have played Narset at least one other time if I continued to play that night. And I probably should have, but I just didn't think it'd be good for the video. I figured I'd play the next day. League ended. So the second league, those are games 1, 2, and 4. The 2 games against Leovold, and then the 5. The one at the end was against Brea. And in between that, there are 2 completely unwatchable games against Tassiger. So those matchups, Tasker is a bigger body than Queen Marchesa. Yes, she has Death Touch, but they can just recast it for 1 mana. And that deck was stacked full of counter spells. And in both games, they drew Necropotence early, so they never ran out of counter spells. I never really resolved a single card in 2, 20-minute matches. But because they're, killing themselves with Necropotence, getting really, really low on life, and have direct damage, I stayed in the games trying to win, and I didn't. And they were miserable games. They're completely unwatchable. I don't want to subject people to them. It's just a really, really horrible matchup in general, and then Necropotence just makes it that much worse. So I decided to cut those and instead include the 2 games of Narset. So I thought those were interesting games. So we got 2 games against Narset and 2 games against Leovold, and the Brea match was a little bit funny. That was actually played on a 3rd day. So I might have, so I got 2-3 in the second league, which is a little unfortunate. Again, as predicted, it's very hard to play around counter spells. So I might have liked to have played another league, but I kind of ran out of time. I'm pre-recording all these videos because I have a family guest coming this weekend. So I had to get all these done, and it took me 3 days just to play out these 2 leagues. Because day 2, when I played Leovold and Tassiger, that was the same opponent. He switched decks between leagues, and I was probably, there was no way I wanted to play Tassiger again. So it seemed like we were the only 2 people playing, because I actually waited long periods between games and still got the same opponent over and over again. So, yeah. So leagues kind of kind of miserable to play, and it has nothing to do with the metagame or, you know, unbanned cards. Although I will say that Mana Drain is a stupid, stupid card that should have never been unbanned. Blue does not need that effect. Other than that, I think most of the rest of the unbanned cards are okay. You know, I mean, it's created an interesting format at least, and I'm definitely, initially I was very skeptical of it. Now I'm like, okay, they're all right. They're not really destroying the game. But Mana Drain should not be unbanned. That's the only one I really have a problem with. That card is stupid. But yeah, that's all for Queen Marchesa for now. I think she's good, but it can be hard to play around counter spells. And you know, there's certain aspects of the game that's hard to control, but she's still very good. But I think it takes a little bit of luck to win consistently with her. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.